So we got very important news. A lot of stuff's going on. We're waiting for some more people to hop on. Everything is getting exciting, isn't it, out there? For those of you to follow these political races, things just got a little interesting, huh? Whenever they start throwing out little desperate attempts, we know what's up, and that's what we're gonna talk about. So all y'all, just sit back. Let's enjoy our Friday. Today is going to be a good day. We can discuss many, many, many things. I'm seeing many people are getting on, and I appreciate that. Guys, all right. Let me know in the comments how's it sounding. Today, we're coming from you straight from the backyard. It's a cooked edition. You know, we like to do these every once in a while. And there's a reason why we do these cooked editions because somebody's getting cooked. And, there isn't much more I can say. I heard that, the whoever it is, don't even need to say their name. They're out there doing their own little podcast, and it is what it is. But a lot of you saw interesting things that came out. Now, there's a very important thing that everybody must understand and must pay attention to. Everything that is going on is a distraction. They are trying to distract you from the truth. What is the truth? Is that it's a sinking ship over there. The ship is sinking along with everybody else that's involved. They're bringing out anybody they can. They're doing everything they can to try to confuse you, the voters. The voters who said not too long ago, about a month ago, you voters decided who the mayor was. It's the one who got the most votes. We're in the runoff now. They're getting desperate. They are getting desperate, guys. And it's so simple to see and follow. Let me tell you, what they threw out there, just look at the damn tree. Just look at it. Hell, I mean, do y'all even know what the fuck y'all were doing? I can tell you this much. All those salaries that we're putting out there, what were y'all doing? Does it include French? I mean, did you explain it to anybody like that? Or were you guys just trying to throw what sticks? That's what's interesting. You know how we do on our cooked editions? This is episode 44. The well, I guess we misspelled truth out here. Let's spell it right. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't let us change it. There you go. Let's just remove that one. So it's what's going on, and you guys need to pay attention so you guys don't get confused of what is going on, and we need to stay focused because this is all a game. They are playing a game not only with the people that are involved, but with the citizens, with you guys, the residents, the voters. And here in our cooked edition, we brought out our little shirt, tighten on. Let's get it on, right? The original one and stuff too, right? So you got this little tree that's being distributed all along. Now, there's people in there. I didn't understand the reasoning. That's why we're trying to talk about it. We're reacting to it. We're here to tell you guys in this cooked edition, we got some so a little bit of arrachera out here. We got some short rib. Not anything too big, economy is kind of slow right now, but we made sure and we got our main ingredients. A shout out to the Casino Grocery. It's where we buy our spices and stuff. And of course, you can't forget the Worcestershire sauce. So we're warming up the grill, got nice little gas grill there for our cooked edition. But we wanted to bring you this podcast. We had we're enjoying and celebrating a good time right now. But it's important. It's important that we do not allow these messages to get mixed or twisted. You guys are doing what you're supposed to do, right? You guys are going out there voting for who you believe is the best candidate for mayor. We're in the mayor runoff right now. Now, one thing you got to ask yourself, who are the players of the game? Who's involved? Who's on whose side? Because let me tell you, as a person that has seen everything that's behind the curtain, it's interesting what's behind the curtain, right? And you can only lift the veil up a certain amount, right? And you guys, I know you guys are watching this in real time and thinking, so who's what, who's doing this, who's involved with what, and this mayor race has literally become one of the most dirtiest played political um, election in recent memory. I mean, this one really puts Judge Cantu's and former Judge David Salcedo's race. It's not nearly as half as bad. You know, and that's the thing that we don't understand. We had, we were doing our thing and we were trying to show you guys exactly who these people are, who is Councilwoman Monica Cruz really. And I don't really we don't agree a lot between me and Councilman Diaz. I mean, I can count maybe on a hand how many things we actually agree on between me and Councilman Diaz. He just got reelected. But I can tell you the one thing that it seems that we do agree on is how dangerous it could be if you elect Monica Cruz to be your mayor. Now, I can show you guys where this lady is receiving $5,000 donations, $10,000 donations from people. Let me ask you this. Would you, if you had $5,000, would you give it to a political candidate? You can't write off political contributions, guys. It isn't like you go and give a political contribution and then you can write that shit off. There is no writing off of political contributions. So there has to be another benefit as to what they're donating and why they are donating that much money. Because are you kidding me? $10,000, $5,000 in a lump sum? That's a ridiculous amount of money for any of us down here in Eagle Pass. Any of us down here in Eagle Pass. Do you guys have an extra $10,000 to throw to a candidate that you're not going to be able to recoup or get any benefit out of it? Well, let me stop myself right there because there is a benefit to it. The only thing is that we cannot see what that benefit was. But make no mistake about it, those donors that are donating $10,000, $5,000 to the Monica Cruz campaign, they're donating them for a reason. And these are real estate developers. Real estate developers. Now, what is Monica Cruz? A real estate broker? Now, real estate brokers are notoriously known for what? Everything's for sale. Todo. Everything's on the table. Everything has a price. Just pay it. I mean, I don't know what else could be for sale. Houses, if you become mayor, whatever else maybe for sale. One of the funniest ones, let me tell you. So, and this is just something that I recently heard. And if Monica Cruz is watching out there, well, I don't think she is because she's probably getting interviewed by some guy that's not going to ask her these questions. But Monica, uh, uh, Mayor candidate Monica Cruz, I'll ask you. And if anybody else has a comment about it, please comment. But if you see her, why don't you ask her, hey, Monica Cruz, mayor candidate, who donated those billboard signs to you? Those billboard signs that in your finance campaign, it says $0 in in kind donation. Billboards are not $0 in kind donations. Let me tell you. Now, the person behind those billboards that were supposedly $0 in kind donation, I mean, if that person would charge me or you, they would charge us money, right? It wouldn't be $0. So I don't know why they're doing that on the campaign finance, but maybe that's something that the other candidate needs to kind of research. But here's the thing, what y'all don't know is there could have been a possibility in the past that this person who donated those billboards to Monica, there's a reason why he donated those billboards in kind expense to Monica Cruz. Monica, we know the reason. Why don't you tell your constituents or even the people that are following you or the people that you're telling to vote for you for mayor? Why don't you tell them why this person is donating billboards to you at $0 in kind? Seems like you guys are a little bit closer than you make it out to be. Now, Monica, mayor candidate Monica Cruz, why not tell everybody about the situation, about the billboards, and about the relationship that you share with that person? And what that relationship that you share with that person cost you? I hope you guys are writing this down because more than anything, you guys should be asking Mayor candidate Monica Cruz about those billboards. Ask her, who was the one, Monica Cruz, that donated those billboards to you? One. Two, ask her, what is your relationship to the person that donated those billboard signs for you? Three, what did the relationship with the person that donated those billboard advertisements to you? What did it cost you in your personal life? Let the people know. I think that's very relevant. It's very relevant whenever you have a candidate that is running that did some kind of shady shit in her personal covenant. Now, if a person is willing to, let's say, I don't know, I'm just throwing this out there. Um, let's say a woman is running for mayor. Aside from Monica, we're not talking about Monica Cruz right now. But let's say if a woman is running for mayor, this woman, it's known that this woman, we'll call her, I don't know, let's see. Let's get one of these fake profiles names. We'll call her Vanessa. All right. Let's say Vanessa is running for mayor. Okay. But the community knows a little bit about Vanessa. Vanessa used to be married. Vanessa is no longer married. Why is Vanessa no longer married? Well, Vanessa had an extramarital affair. And the man, like any other man should, deuces, right? Deuces. Like every man should. Your your wife cheats on you. I mean, I would hope you have the fucking balls to say, hasta la vista, right? That's that. Um, so where I'm getting at with that is that, and I hope somebody in the comments will help me out here. Do you think that if Vanessa cheated on her husband left her, hmm, do you think that she would be a good mayor candidate, Vanessa? Because if Vanessa cheated on her husband that had, maybe kids, maybe they had a house, maybe they had businesses together, I don't know. But do you think Vanessa in turn would be a good mayor? So if Vanessa has cheated on her husband, do you think Vanessa would cheat on you as residents? Just think about it. Vanessa is, whatever, she works over here. Vanessa has a husband. Vanessa cheats on her husband. She gets caught cheating on her husband. Years later, Vanessa wants to run for mayor. Let me know in the comments if you guys would want a female mayor, this Vanessa, that cheated on her husband. What else would Vanessa cheat on? Interesting. Interesting fact. Now, oh, not fact, entertainment purposes only. But one thing I want y'all to ask, go ask candidate Monica Cruz about the billboards that were donated to her. Ask her who donated them. And after you ask her who donated them, let's see if she'll tell you the name. And then ask her, why would they donate it? At a zero cost, in kind cost. Can anybody tell me? Do you guys think that billboards, big old billboards, cost $0? Not even that. Hell, go ahead and throw it out to her and ask what the relationship is between her and the person that donated these billboards to her. Guys, if a person, and again, this is a hypothetical, if a person would be willing to cheat on a marriage, a covenant, something that you go before a church, you're there with a priest, you get married, I mean, it's a covenant. It's something sacred. If a person would do that, and I'm not saying any names, I'm saying if a person would do that, do you think that this person wouldn't mind cheating on you guys, the taxpayers? Don't worry, I'll wait if anybody wants to answer that. Um, Lando Fortis, probably the most dirtiest, second to Ramsey and Salcedo, then Salcedo and Mr. Bowles. Rest in peace. Eh, I don't disagree with you, Fortis. That it's been getting bad as we go along, right? And you know, it is what it is. It's happening. These are elections. We're here in the South, so things are getting thrown. Same thing with this tree that they wanted to put out. They wanted to put out a tree. They wanted to put out salaries. I mean, they literally stuck anybody and everybody on there. But now, what I want everybody to focus on is the people that missed that tree, that didn't come out in that tree. Why didn't they come out on that tree? Hmm. It's got to make you think, right? So, when we're talking about this election, and we've already had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today, Friday of election day, right? We've been having these elections, it's going on, and it's a decent number, and we're looking forward to having even an increase of numbers. Um, there was a tag there. I'll go ahead and show that tag. So there's been an increase of numbers, and what is going on is that people are getting out to vote. And right now, it's very important to get out and vote because only you guys decide who our next mayor is going to be. It's not, me from behind this screen. It's not, somebody else that's behind another screen. It's you guys that make that difference and that are going to continue to make that difference moving forward. And that's just the way the nature of the elections are. Sorry guys, starting to get a little dark out here, so we're gonna improvise to give you guys a better look. So we'll do that. It's a little bit bright for me, but it's okay. So that's what's going on here. And what we needed to tell you is not everything is as it seems, because it's not. And if you know anything about, just life in general, you know that um, things aren't always the way they seem. Things are the way people portray them to be. And a lot of people right now are trying to do an act. They're acting as if they're, I guess, shit don't stink. They're acting as if they don't do anything wrong. They're acting as if, hey, we're not the bad guys de la novela. And I'm sorry to burst everybody's bubble, but you guys know more than anybody else. Okay, hold on. There's some. Let's see what this comment says. There's new accusations on Aaron every weekend. Last week, man, baby Chris Lee, and said Aaron clowned him for being an amputee. Um, hold on. We didn't read all of that one. Hey, did they delete it? Okay. This weekend, someone said Aaron was going to deport them all. You see, and that's what I'm saying, guys. Look, there is a big difference in what they say and who's telling you that. Just who is telling you these things? That is the most important thing that you guys should be able to recognize. You guys are smart. Look, if you follow this page, I consider you a very intelligent person. Why? Because you're above the bullshit and you're out here trying to actually seek the truth. Not not what they tell you, not what it seems like. No, you guys want to know what the fuck is going on. And you guys know that we are the ones out here telling you what it is, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the terrible, because it is terrible, guys. I mean, come on. You got to have some sense, and I know you guys do, about who you're dealing with and what is being said and what's coming from a certain person. You know, they can tell you whatever it is they want. I mean, they tagged me talking about, hey, this, that, and the other. See, the thing is that at one point, um, I even sat down with uh, mayor candidate Monica and a few people from her campaign, and I asked them questions, and a lot of the stuff they were telling me, I just could not accept. And what is that? What is it that they couldn't accept? And it was a bunch of bullshit. You know, um, uh, let me give you a good example of how this lady, Mayor candidate Monica Cruz, operates. Look at her campaign finance, and we'll post it all so y'all can see. This lady was getting donations of 10,000, 5,000, 5,000 from. She was getting buku money, guys. Lots of money. But whenever it came to, making a payment to a media, it was, I don't have money. I don't have it. But we don't have money. We don't have money. We don't have money. What? You received multiple $5,000 donations, $10,000 donations, but you ain't got no money? You were loaning yourself 1,000, 3,000, 2,000, thousands of dollars, but you say you ain't got no money. Was that a lie? Is that the way you're gonna lie to our constituents here in the city of Eagle Pass? Is that what we're gonna expect? Should Mayor Mayor candidate Monica Cruz gets elected to office? Now, another thing that you guys need to notice, pay attention to, is who is who, right? Who is out there campaigning? Who is out there in Monica's camp? Who is helping Monica? Who is participating with Monica? Who is out there? Um, who is out there supporting her? A lot of those people that are out there supporting her right now, there are a lot of David Salcedo's people. And it's just a fact. Just look at the pictures. David Salcedo's people. They are the ones supporting her. Why? Why are David Salcedo's trusted people supporting mayor candidate Monica Cruz? Was it because Monica Cruz helped them with a job at the International Bridge? That's something to think about. Now, you guys out there that are watching right now, you guys were the ones who ended David Salcedo's reign of tyranny. Let me tell you, I worked for David Salcedo, under David Salcedo. Let me tell you some of the things that he was doing. He had a planning director that goes by the name of April. So this girl actually was getting paid a stipend, cell phone stipend, which would cover her benefits, but she wasn't even working. No, she wasn't. She was out of town doing, I don't know what exactly. A lot of people have said that she was trying to get her degree, trying to go to school, this and that. Okay. But in San Antonio, Those are the people that we're dealing with here. Those are the people that we're fighting here. Those are the people that are trying to take your tax dollars away and use them as their monopoly money. Monopoly money. I'm telling you, David Salcedo's already trying to hire his old buddy that was at the sheriff's office over there at the bridge as a supervisor. You guys out there, wouldn't you like a supervisor job too? Some of y'all are qualified for those supervisor jobs, but it doesn't matter if you're qualified when David Salcedo is running the show. I mean, hell, let's not even go that far. Monica is cut from the same cloth that David Salcedo is cut from. They will put people that are not qualified in positions to get what they want. And it's been happening. You guys know it. I know it. We all know it. Now, we all tend to turn a blind eye to it and not pay attention to it and try to, just ignore it, right? But it's happening. And it's dangerous, guys. It's dangerous when you have a city council out there filled with people like Monica Cruz, councilwoman, Councilman Mario Garcia, even those that voted to select Homero Valderas as the city manager. And even at that, did you guys see the contract that he got? Wouldn't you like a contract for your employment that, hey, if you fuck up, we'll still keep you as a director, we'll still keep you as an assistant city manager, and we'll put somebody else at city manager? Guys, that was a well thought out plan. That was a well thought out plan. Never. And I asked for all the past city manager contracts, the past 4 city manager contracts. Let me tell you, none of those other contracts, only Homero Valderas' city manager contract has that stipulation in it that if the council agrees, they will send him back to be a department director, not just a bridge director where he came from or where he used to work, a department director or an assistant city manager. Talk about job protection. Forget the fact that he's the highest paid city manager in the history of City of Eagle Pass. And some of y'all have even shared, dirty pasts of this gentleman. And you know, I'm not a fan of like of bringing up anybody's past because we all have one. So I don't go into details in that. But and as far as he goes as a person, that has nothing to do with it. He a good guy. I consider him a good guy. I just don't agree with the situation that how it happened because I have never I worked for the city for about 15 years, guys. 14, 15 years. I started off as a laborer in the fucking sun digging holes for stop signs, bro. All right? I worked my ass off to become a director as a grant administrator. So, in my 15 years, I never saw a contract that allowed a city manager, if he fucks up, to step back, be an assistant city manager or a department director. Isn't that a pretty sweet clause? Now, for all of those that say, hey, Monica didn't hire David Salcedo, it was the city manager's decision. We know who was in that committee that interviewed David Salcedo. It did have members of council in there. And I can almost assure you that that member of council lifted the finger and made sure David Salcedo was hired. The same David Salcedo that you guys said we don't want him anymore as our county judge. And if you see David Salcedo out there, guys, ask him, what did you do with the COVID funds that we got? The $10 million of COVID funds that Maverick County received? Where did they go, David? Ask him that question. Ask David that question. Where did the COVID $10 million funds go? Because I'll tell you this much, there was only about a million available to businesses and individuals. Now, the majority of that money went in as revenue loss. Now, I can tell you, David Salcedo's administration as a county judge, they did not make revenue, guys. Minimal revenue. So how are you going to say 9 million, 8 million were lost in revenue? Mm-mm. You know what he used that money for? To pay the Latinos 60,000? That's another one. El Latino out here is bashing every candidate that goes against David Salcedo. Why? Was it because he was paid $60,000 of COVID funds that should have gone to you as a struggling business? You as a struggling individual, struggling to pay rent? But yet the Latino wasn't struggling. Hell, the Latino's involved in everything. He even saves his own kid from being fired for domestic violence charges. We've shared that as well. And then when another young lady wanted to go to PD, PPD to report another incident, he was there to intimidate. Is this the kind of class of people that we want running our community? Now, why would Mayor candidate Monica Cruz only publicize with El Latino, which we all know belongs to David Salcedo? That's David Salcedo's tabloid. We know that. He paid him high top dollars to get what he wanted, and he got what he wanted. The stories that help and benefit him. We all saw that. We all know that. Yeah, big deal. Nice big deal, guys. All right, sorry, I'm still in the frame, but we haven't thrown anything on the grill. We're actually running a little late on our grilling. Remember, this was another cooked edition. Um, but yeah, we just threw some stuff on the grill there. I hope y'all are following. Stay with us. That's what's going on, guys. Is that everything behind the curtain is there to fool you? They paint you a pretty picture as to, hey, this person, that person. They try to tell you this, that, the other. Just like somebody said earlier that we got somebody from David Salcedo's camp trying to make ruckus against mayor candidate Aaron Valdez. Now, personally, I don't think they're succeeding because Where is the proof of the disrespect that Aaron Valdez showed this person? Where is the proof? And that's what makes the difference between anybody else telling y'all stuff and us. Because we always provide the receipts for you guys. We ask for this stuff. We have this stuff. We have Monica's campaign finance where she's receiving $5,000, $10,000 from real estate developers. Real estate people, hasta el pinche culo te venden. It's just the way it is. People that associate with real estate, not all of them, not all of them, before everybody jumps, not all of them, but they might as well. Están ahí vendiendo culo también. Now, you tell me this. How dangerous is it? Right now, how are your how much are houses costing here in Eagle Pass? They're like 20% higher than Del Rio. And right now, guys, Del Rio does not match Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass is the dominant border city north of Laredo. It is. But let me ask you, how the hell are we paying so much for these houses? Why? Now, get this. If we're paying so much right now in this housing bubble that exists in Eagle Pass, do you think it's going to get better once Monica Cruz is mayor and all her friends that are real estate developers start sinking their teeth into you guys, the residents? Do you think your houses are going to get cheaper? Do you think your houses are going to be economical? Do you think you're going to be able to afford a house if these people that are real estate developers that are pumping money into Monica Cruz's campaign, she's going to have a lot to pay back? And what's that? You know, I heard from somebody that Monica Cruz is actually trying to get rid of certain fees that contractors have to pay whenever they're building homes. How many of y'all out there have a home with a cracked foundation? I would even ask, hey, City Manager Homero Valderas, you have a house. Has your foundation ever cracked? Now, think about this, having a mayor as a real estate broker trying to help out her real estate friends, her construction friends, so they don't have to spend so much. But who pays it? You guys. I do. We do. We're going to have to pay that. Not them. Why? Because Monica, the mayor candidate, Cruz, is going to make it easier for them. And hey, look, I'm all for making stuff, streamlining stuff, but not when it costs you guys. Not when it costs you guys. Because it is very important to keep your constituents in the loop and make sure they're not being hit with these types of things. And I can almost guarantee you that that's what's going to happen here. She is selling out to the establishment, to the real estate developers that are going to come and they're going to ask her for favors. They're going to say, this fee costs too much, that fee costs too much, this inspection costs too much. We don't want to do them, Monica. And what is Mayor candidate Monica Cruz going to do? Do what benefits her and her real estate developer friends that are pumping money into her campaign. What does that do? Screws you, screws me, screws all of us here in Eagle Pass. Why? Because they're going to do whatever they want. They are going to do whatever they want. Look, I just saw a name on an account. It says Gael Lozoya. I don't know if it really is him, but y'all should congratulate him because thanks to Monica Cruz, the councilwoman, then they got a job with Parks and Rec. It's the truth. That's what's happening now. How many Lozoyas are employed with the school district? Don't worry, I'll wait. I know there's a lot to count. Go ahead and count them. It's getting ridiculous, guys. Let's make sure these things aren't burning. We're gonna go ahead and give y'all a view. Maybe not the best view. Stay with us. We're not gone. We're not leaving. We're just making sure nothing gets burned here. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna go inside real quick. So we're still here, guys. I'm pretty sure you can hear me. I'm looking at the live as we go along. I'm serving myself nutritional beverage to keep on going, and I'm gonna have my son find some tongs to flip the meat. I know you guys are seeing a blank screen out there, but I'm still here. I'm still talking to you. I know you guys can hear me. Um, so let's go check out how this cookout's going. My son says let's check out how this carne is going. So we got to make sure we don't burn anything, right, guys? It's happened before. We don't want it to happen again. Let's see. Let's give you a good view, and then right now we'll get back to the good stuff. We're still watching here. We're watching as the comments are rolling in. We add a little more spice to it, a little more lemon pepper. Again, we visited Casino Grocery. We appreciate them. We try to shop local as much as we can because it's important to shop local, guys. Um, it's very important to shop local. So this is our secret ingredient here that we like to use a lot. I mean, apart from the Casino Grocery that helps us out with some great seasoning that we had, we showed you earlier. Mm, let's see, Casino Grocery. We appreciate y'all. Shop local, guys. It's important. Let's see. We're monitoring here. Any comments, guys? We'll go ahead and since we're flipping here, we'll open it for comments. What do you guys have to say? What do y'all think about what we're saying? And do you think that Monica Cruz deserves to be our mayor moving forward? All right, we're back. Let's see if we have any new comments, guys. We live by the comments that you guys give us. You know, you guys are always willing to let out what is the truth, and we don't block any of y'all's comments. We don't try to hide. We don't try to, whatever it is that you want to opinionate. If you disagree, shit, hit the comments, man. It's no big deal to disagree. um, that's what this platform was built for, is for you guys, for us to have a voice and an opinion. That's all it is. Let's see, Paco, it's a nice parachute deal. Hey, man, I wish I had some deal like that you guys know I deal with grants are very sensitive. If I were to make big mistakes and nobody catches it, which the majority of the time I am the one that has to catch anything like that. But shit, if I mess up and I lose $1 million from my community, you know, shit, I'll fucking leave my goddamn self because that's too much. But to have an escape clause like that, wow. Like, how did you pull that off? Did you used to have a mother-in-law that was a city council member? How close are you with former councilwoman Monica Cruz? These are the things that they don't want you to know, and they keep that curtain. That curtain hides everything, that veil. And that's why they throw us under the bus all the time, guys. I mean, right now we still have PD trying to pursue charges with me, even though there is no complaint from the person that they're supposedly saying that I hit. They're gonna come after you if you say the truth. They're gonna come after you, and that's why they're after me. That's why I get thrown into a lot of things. Why? Because I'm out here educate not educating. I'm out here telling you guys what these people don't want you to know. And hell, I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if Mayor candidate Monica Cruz is the one making sure that PD is there on my ass. I don't I do not I wouldn't be surprised. We all heard Councilman Elias Diaz plea calling Monica Cruz wicked and vengeful. I am gonna second that and repeat that and confirm that this lady is wicked and vengeful. Let me tell you about the time when I went to go meet with them at her house. I arrived. I felt so, how do I say it? I didn't want to even walk into her house because I didn't know what I was going into. You know, eventually we end up walking in, and for about a good 20 minutes, she was just letting me have it. O sea, gritándome como si fuera mi jefa, güey. Gritándome así, que no vea. Fucking yelling at me, letting me have it. And I'm like, I wonder if anybody else has gotten this kind of backlash. And I'm the type of person that, I'm not going to be arguing. I let you, pues, saca todo lo que tienes, right? Let it out. Like, let it out, therapeutical. But, you know, I didn't even stop her. It was her people that had to stop her because she was wrong. She was wrong in that instance. She tried to say, I tried to come after her. Oh, we got smoke. We got the smoke. Give me a second, guys. We got some smoke. We're still monitoring here the comments. Please hit us up in the comments. We got quite a few people on here. We appreciate y'all jumping on. We got to do a little quick flip. Please stay on. We're not done. We're not even halfway done with our cooked edition here. And we do these little cooked editions just to, change things around for you guys, give you a little different perspective of things that we're doing out here. We had a good interview, and if you guys haven't seen it, with Doobies just yesterday, and how the SB3 is affecting them as a member of our business community, how they're getting affected. It's a business that has grown here in Eagle Pass, and maybe not everybody participates or partakes in it, and that's fine. That is absolutely your choice. But a business that employs 30 people here in Eagle Pass is a business worth saving, I believe, because there isn't that many businesses here that have 30 plus people other than, corporation type, chain type businesses. So we went out there, we interviewed them, and we spoke about SB3 and how it's affecting them. I invite you guys. I know they put it out on their social media. We have it live on our social media, so it's a good podcast to watch and learn a little bit about a few things. Paco, houses in Eagle Pass are more expensive than San Antonio and Laredo. Yeah. Paco, I have a question for you. Do you think it's going to get even more expensive when we have a real estate broker as mayor? They say houses cost high here because there's no land to develop. It's all farmland, and now Puerto Verde are overpaying for properties, artificially raising the value of everyone else's house and where I leave there, where I leave off there, and everyone else houses and taxes. I mean that could very well be true. That could very well be true. Now, another thing that we need to focus on is the 57 South and that whole charade that's going on because who is really responsible for that 57 South thing? Now, we have been trying to confirm because we've heard it in many circles that the only reason Monica Cruz was against 57 South was because her associate Victor Lozoya did not receive the contract. This is the same Lozoya that was hired with Yolanda Ramon in the Eagle Pass Junior High, who also happens to be the mother in law of city manager Homero Valderas. Isn't that the complete circle of how this politica works? You get him a job, and I'll take care of your yerno over here. Are these the type of things that we want to continue? Are these the type of things that, hey, we want to keep on going? Guys, we've asked Mayor Monica Cruz to join us in a podcast. She won't dare come to a podcast because we're going to ask her these questions. She goes to those that won't ask her hard questions because they do not know any better. We've worked in the public sector over 20 years. We know what happens in the public sector. We know how easy it is, how funds can get misappropriated, misused at the leisure of some in the city council. We have a lawsuit from a former finance director saying that the assistant city manager, Ivan Murua, made a comment saying that the city council gave him a directive to get rid of him, to terminate him. Now, who do you think was that person that gave the directive to fire or terminate that finance director? This is all happening, guys. Now, it's an allegation. It's an allegation that's going to be settled in court. But why would it be brought up? Now, let me tell you, as me working with the city of Eagle Pass as many years as I did, city council definitely does get involved in employee decisions. Just don't go so far. Councilwoman Yolanda Ramon got her nephew hired at the recycling center in Public Works. Who was the director at the time? Cacho Sandoval. Cacho Sandoval, who is so close to Monica? Who goes to Monica's baseball games, her minor league baseball games in Mexico? Cacho Sandoval. Están todos. Everybody's there, guys. But they're trying so desperately to hide them from you. I'll tell you this much. Cacho Sandoval called me saying that he was going to apply for that city manager job. The third city manager that they hired, they were going to give him the damn job. Why? Because Monica Cruz, mayor candidate, was going to give him a retired public works director that worked over 30 years, an assistant city manager job. Oh, because the current city manager does not know how to operate stuff on the outside? The fuck is that? I'll tell you this much. You put me as city manager, I can operate the outside, I can operate the inside, I can go to HR and take care of that shit. I can talk to the city attorney and take care of that shit. I can talk with pretty much any damn department there and I'll be able to handle it. Not because I am ultra intelligent, but because I have experience and I have logic. Logic is king. Common sense is king, guys. If you're able to have common sense, you can do anything in this life. And it's just as simple as viewing what you have in front of you, evaluating, and making right decisions. Now, there was a long speculation that was going on as to why these department directors hadn't been hired. Department heads have not been hired in the city of Eagle Pass. Why? After reading Homero Valderas' contract, the city manager, I understand why all these department positions were available. Because in his contract, it stipulates he can jump into a department director position if he gets removed as city manager. Now, all of a sudden, Amy gets hired as a chief of police. All of a sudden, Mr. His name is slipping me, but he gets hired. Ricky Gutierrez gets hired as the parks director. That only leaves one more department head position that Homero can back up to, economic development director. Why haven't they given the interim or the assistant economic development director the position already? She seems like she's doing a good job. She seems very knowledgeable. She seems educated. Why don't you give her that job? It's a lot of fishy things that are going out there, and if we're not asking these questions, then who is? Right? Who's asking these questions then? Because there's a lot of stuff going on that they want to hide from you guys, and they'll throw a little fucking tree out there without actual salaries, without explaining everything to you. And that's key. That's key. Whenever you want to confuse somebody, you explain the least as possible. Hell, I'm out here trying to explain every single thing as it is to you. If you have any questions, ask me. But I'm wondering how the hell they missed on my salary because I don't get paid as much as that damn tree tells you. I wish I did. There's a lot of things going on. You, as intelligent people that follow this page, because I have to tell you, you are smart enough to follow here the Maverick Times rather than some you don't know Jack or whatever that other podcast is called that is made in the likeness of us. That's why we wore the original one because you can't duplicate us. We're not sellouts. We don't sell ourselves to advertisers. We don't sell ourselves to these people that try to hide what the truth is. We tell you what the truth is. There's no reason not to tell you what the truth is. Everything is there. It's public record, guys, especially dealing with public entities. Everything is out there for you guys to see. Now, one thing I want y'all to ask Monica Cruz is why the plate sale, the $100 plate sale that she did to raise funds, why was that not mentioned in her campaign finance? Why were the $100 plate sale fundraiser not mentioned in her campaign finance? At least I didn't mention it If I'm wrong, please, post it on the comments because I didn't see it. I didn't see that $100 plate sale or how much she raised from that. But I do know from one of our sources that that is a very real thing that happened. A very real thing that happened. But they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know what they're doing. They don't want you to know that Mijares supports Monica Cruz 100%. They don't want you to know that Monica Cruz was involved in hiring David Salcedo, making over $100,000 at the bridge, and already hiring his buddies from the county that he had before. Man, guys, you guys are too quiet in the comments. We're gonna go ahead and check and make sure we're not burning anything over here because the kids make fun of us if we do burn stuff. So we don't want that. Oh, we got a couple of short ribs here that are already looking kind of burned. Ooh, I wonder if Casino's Grocery is still open so we can go get some more. Cause yeah, maybe we shouldn't have had this podcast, and maybe we should have paid attention to cooking a little bit more, right? But anyways, let's give you guys a good look, guys. Help us out, throw some comments out there. I mean, you guys used to comment about everything. We see everybody popping in and popping out. You guys are a good crowd. We're trying to make sure we keep everybody fed here in the household. We got these things looking really good. So if you guys watching out there, we're cooking a little bit of short rib, not much. We got like 3 pieces, and the reason for that is my little boy, he loves the short rib. He loves the short rib, so we always have to get that. Me myself, I was always raised by my Ruiz family. Shout out to my tios, my dad, my grandparents. Rest in peace. My uncles, my cousins, right? Um, they were the ones that always the cooking the arrachera, right? We love cooking that. We learn from our uncles, our dad. That's kind of a thing that we always have there with the Reese's, and I guess we are products of what we're taught, right? Growing up. Let's see who we got here. We got many people watching. We appreciate y'all sticking with us. We know that there's another. We know that there's a probably another podcast going on. I can tell you this much that podcast does not come anything close to what we tell you because we tell you the straight out truth. And we're about to drop some bombs right now, guys. So if you can do me a favor, there's a lot of mosquitoes out here. Do me a favor while we take this intermission. Um, like this post, and share this. We'll give you a quick second if you can do that for us. We're about to take out our notepad and start releasing some information that you guys need to know about. All right. Um, let me see. Let me see in these comments here. Can you guys do me a favor? Like I said, please like this post, share it right quick. We're about to get to the juicy parts. We got some notes here written that are very, very relevant to what is going on in this campaign. And we are hoping to let you guys know the secrets that they don't want you to know. That if you guys knew everything about what these people are doing, you wouldn't think twice about who you're voting for. And I say that wholeheartedly, and I say that very confidently. Um, we got a couple of notes here. We're gonna throw out. We've been kind of holding these because We needed to make sure that one, we were accurate, two, that you guys are ready to hear about the corruption that is going on right under our own noses. And it's happening. It's happening. So we reached out to the deputy chief, chief deputy de Leon. What we asked him, and this person is the second in command of Sheriff Schmerber. We say that because who's been out there supporting Monica Cruz? Sheriff Tom Schmerber. Instead of being at the sheriff's office where he should be, he's out there in the elections at the Cruz Munoz to support Monica Cruz. Now, if he's there supporting Monica Cruz, it means that they are like minded. I don't think that's a stretch. Typically, whenever you have alliances between political figures, it is because they are like minded, they have the same strategy, and they think the same or they do the same actions. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but based on my experience, that's how things are. Yeah. I mean, Bruce, thank you for joining us from YouTube. Kamala Cruz's campaign is getting super sloppy and desperate. I would say so. I think that tree was um, it was a sign of desperation. And guys, it's not that hard to see what's going on here. You have David Salcedo's people, the same people that were supporting David Salcedo when he was running for re-election as county judge, when you guys said we don't want you as our county judge no more. Those same people that supported him then are the ones supporting Monica right now. Sheriff Schmerber, Lee Delgado, who else? Sierra, todos esos. All the same people that supported David Salcedo are supporting Monica Cruz. Honestly, that is the only thing I probably have to say to you guys to make sure you guys vote the right way. We don't want political tyranny no more. You guys put David Salcedo away already. Who brought him back? Councilman Mario Garcia, former Councilwoman Monica Cruz, and City Manager Homero Valderas. They're the ones who are responsible for bringing back David Salcedo after he abused your taxpayer funding in Maverick County. We got the notes. We're about to drop them. We're about to drop, guys. Very important information. You guys are not going to want to miss the information we have on the sheriff's department. We're just making sure again. I'm sure the family's a little hungry. They want their carnita as my babies call it. But that's why I love my family because they understand what we're doing here. They understand what you guys stand for and what we're here to do. We're here to give you guys the truth. And we're not trying to sway anybody to vote one way or the other. But what we are doing is presenting you factual statements and factual things that are going on that you guys need to know because you guys are the voters. You guys should know what's happening behind the curtain because they have been putting that curtain and acting like if everything is as it's supposed to be. And that is not the case. Now, you guys have been a little quiet in the comments, but I want you guys to answer this question in the comments if you can. Um, is it fair to say is it fair to say that if you have, let's say, like Sheriff Tom Schmerber supporting mayor candidate Monica Cruz for mayor, he's there. We've seen him there at the Cruz Munoz. He's there supporting her 100%. Now, you have that figure, Tom Schmerber, excuse me, the sheriff supporting Monica Cruz. Now, the sheriff doesn't even have his own house in order. But would it be safe to say that if the sheriff has certain practices, like let's say the way he hires, the way he conducts business, what have you, if he does that, he's supporting Monica Cruz. Don't you think maybe Monica Cruz would adopt some of those hiring practices, some of those the way Sheriff Schmerber does things? It's easy to adopt those, especially if the sheriff is helping you. He's gonna want something in return for helping you. So we dug in a little bit into the sheriff's office to give you guys an insight into what's happening out there. Now, the first one we're gonna throw out there, and it's the absolute fucking truth, is about a certain officer, a deputy there at the sheriff's office. His last name, let me see, his whole name is Marcos Palacios. He is the son of Constable Precinct 1, Ceci Maldonado. This individual was involved in a domestic violence incident, but Mommy showed up, Ceci Maldonado, Constable Precinct 1, and was able to avert him getting any kind of arrest, getting any kind of documentation after he roughed up his domestic partner. Do you think that's fair? Do you think it's fair that the sheriff's office can cooperate with certain people that they want to put things under the rug? And I'll be honest with you, Constable Ceci Maldonado called me several times when we reported about the situation that had happened at that address. She was calling us. She was calling us because it was her son that was involved. Marcos Palacios was involved in a domestic violence issue that never came out in the news. And this is how Maverick County Sheriff's Office conducts themselves. One of them gets in trouble, gets whatever, they protect him. Shit, I even heard some stuff that they took away the baby of the girl and gave it to him, even though he's the officer that struck, hit, struggled, whatever it was. Why wasn't he arrested? Oh, because he works with the sheriff's office? Because he's the son of Constable of Precinct 1? Is that fair for all of y'all? Shit, I know it's not fair for me, especially when I didn't do shit on my case. It's in the report that they didn't find anything. It wasn't until a freaking rookie officer pushed me. And now they want to pursue cases, even though the one they're claiming, my wife, the one they're claiming that I hit, hasn't pressed charges because she was never hit. But why does Deputy Marcos Palacios get a second chance? Why does he not end up in the newspaper? Why does he not end up with any charges? Porque su mamá is Constable Precinct 1, Ceci Maldonado. That's a fact. I ain't trying to hide anything. And that day when I posted that, she was calling me. Multiple times she called me. I assume it was to remove the post. I don't know if that's true, but I assume. But that there was an incident with Marcos Palacios and his domestic partner? Yes, there was. Now, I would ask Sheriff Tom Schmerber, even though we all know he's struggling a little bit, he's never in the office. He has been more in Monica's campaign in the past week than he has been in the sheriff's office. And that's coming from people inside the sheriff's office that are tired of Chief De Leon running the sheriff's office. And let me tell you about Chief De Leon. We reached out to Chief De Leon to ask him, Chief De Leon of the Maverick County Sheriff's Office, is it true that your wife is working at the sheriff's office? He did not respond. Why do you think that he did not respond? Why do you think that Chief Deputy De Leon did not respond to our inquiry as the Maverick Times as to his wife working at the sheriff's office? When any of you guys could have gotten that position. But no, it's the chief deputy's wife that got it. We got plenty of more of those. De Leon's wife, according to our sources, is a receptionist at the Maverick County Sheriff's Office. He is the chief deputy, second in command after the sheriff. But his wife is working as a receptionist at the sheriff's office. Man, was there anybody else they could have hired instead of the wife? Okay, let's see. Pedro Hernandez, working on OLS, and his wife works there too. Operation Lone Star. Pedro Hernandez, shout out. I don't know how you got your wife to work with you. I would love to bring my wife to work with me in my office. Can you give us some tips on how we can make that happen? Or is it only under Tom Schmerber, the sheriff? It's only under the sheriff's department that we can do that. Let me know, man. I'm real interested. I'd like to bring my wife over too to work with me. How can we make that happen? It happens at the sheriff's office. Next, let's see. Yvonne Rodriguez, investigator. Her husband with the last name Perez is also an investigator there. So, how does that go? You guys actually go together to do investigations, a husband and a wife, Yvonne Rodriguez, and I don't have the first name, but a Mr. Perez that's also an investigator. Tom, sheriff, is there is that you or Chief De Leon doing all this nepotism? We really want to know if it's Tom Schmerber, the sheriff, or if it's the chief deputy that is making all this nepotism happen at the sheriff's department. Because it's happening. And then Sheriff Schmerber is supporting Mayor candidate Monica Cruz, who herself she said herself that she's hired so many Lasoyas that since 1985, she says she hired a Lasoya or helped a Lasoya get a job. making fun of the situation. Guys, I cannot make this shit up. This is real. This is stuff that is happening. This is stuff that they don't want you to know. And that is what is the difference between me, the Maverick Times, and anybody else. Is that we got them receipts. We got the factual statements. We got all the information that they don't want to tell you guys. While they're over there interviewing softball questions, we're giving you hard facts. Let's see. Investigator Tammy, you're not above anything. I have heard several people complain about the investigator Tammy Olvera. Is that the last name? Can somebody tell me in the comments if that's the last? Excuse me, if that's the last name. We've received several comments, several complaints about this investigator. This investigator, apparently, according to the sources, is the strong arm of the whole Maverick County Sheriff's Office. According to our sources, she will say anything, do anything to carry out the objective of Chief De Leon and Sheriff Smurber. Oh, wait. And she also has her husband working in the medical sector or nurse or what have you there at the sheriff's office. I cannot make this stuff up, guys. I cannot make this stuff up. I don't know how many complaints we received from that investigator, Tammy Olvera, about making, several things as to false reports, as to not making accurate reports, even creating situations that get other people in trouble. But her husband's working there. Oh, the next one's a good one. But before we get to the next one, let's check the meat. It is the cooked edition, guys. We are in the cooked edition. Woo! A little light seasoning. This is just for the last coat, guys. This is just for the last coat. Wow. Wow. These are really going to turn out amazing. I know you guys can hear the sizzle since I have the mic on me. These are probably going to be done in a little bit, and then we'll be done with this podcast as well as soon as we let you guys know the truth about what's going on with the Maverick County Sheriff's Office that is 100% behind Monica Cruz for mayor. Let's see. The next one that was going to get good. So you have the warden, jail warden, Mr. Parra. How you doing? I heard you were looking for some files on me the other day. Did you find anything? Well, let me tell you, we found some stuff on you, Mr. Parra. I don't know if it's true, but is it true that you have some kind of relationship going on with the lady that is working there at the Maverick County Sheriff's Office? Is it true? We don't know. That's why we're asking. Let me know, Warden Parra, if you want to, if, I know you were trying to look into us, trying to get some files about us, trying to get information about us. Just, háblame, güey, yo te digo. Yo te digo, whatever you want to know, give me a call, Mr. Parra or Jail Warden, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you what it is. Don't be trying to be sneaky, trying to look shit up on me. But let me tell you, I look shit up on you. How's that DJ business going? Did you add anything else to your DJ business? Maybe con la Sancha or anything like that? So, apparently, the warden, Parra, he has two nephews, twin nephews at that, working in the jail under him. God damn. That sheriff's department is nepotism capital of the world, man. The only way you can work with the sheriff's office is if you already know somebody, if you're related to somebody. It's the only way. So we got the warden Parra, who was supposedly looking up information on us. Still waiting for that information to come out, big dog. A ver qué pinche, qué tal de investigator estás tú, Parra. But I'll tell you this much: with any law enforcement background you have, Parra, apparently I'm a better investigator than you are because two nephews working in your department, the jail. You're the warden. So you're the top there. You're not supposed to have, as far as nepotism that I know, you're not supposed to have your nephews working under you, especially since they also have the same name as you, the last name. The fuck is that, bro? They're not even trying to hide this nepotism, bro. Now you tell me, out of those two nephews that Parra has there with the same last name, Parra, you guys couldn't have worked there? Other residents like you guys that need jobs, why couldn't you guys have gotten that job? No, because Parra said no. Warden Parra said, no, I'm going to hire my nephews. I'm going to hire my nephews and quote unquote, based on our sources, La Sancha también, and everything's gravy. Everything's good. Let her do a damn commercial about her business while she's at the sheriff's office. People have gone fired for that. Will the sheriff fire her for that? No, no, because the sheriff is never there. And when I say he's never there, he's never there. The sheriff is gone. That's why the chief deputy does whatever the fuck he wants, like hiring his wife to be a receptionist, like allowing Parra, the warden, to hire his nephews to work there at the jail. Yeah. And 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 you guys don't get hired. You guys don't get hired because no eres pariente de Parra, no eres Sancha de Parra, no eres la esposa de León. You're not De Leon's wife. You're not gonna get hired. You're not the chief. You're not the jail warden's nephews. You're not gonna get hired. Those are true, guys. Now, what do you expect from the person that is being supported by the sheriff? If that's happening right now at the sheriff's office, what do you think is gonna happen when Monica Cruz gets mayor? Same fucking thing. You're gonna have a Lozoya in every fucking department. You're gonna have a Lozoya in every fucking department. Oh, wait a minute. We got another one. According to our sources, you're missing OLS Gloria Cortez that receives a lot of fucking money. She gets paid more than I do, and I take care of all the grants in the county. Participates in one grant. Get that shit. And she gets paid more than I do. You're missing OLS Gloria Cortez working at the sheriff's office and got her daughter in a Lynn Cortez under a jailer with no license. What? Wow. I didn't even have that one, guys. Now, I'm lying. I'm fibbing. I did have that one. But I forgot about it because, from what I understand, Aileen Cortez is not even in Eagle Pass. According to sources that we have in the jail, Aileen Cortez does not even show up for work because she is not working in Eagle Pass. So, how is she a jailer? How is she receiving a check? And works under Gloria Cortez. What's that? Patty Cortez? Rumored to be. Woo, I don't even want to say that one, but it's rumored. All I can tell you is that that lady receives a hell of a salary for working on one grant, Operation Lone Star. While some of us work on 20 fucking grants and receive less. Chinga madre, way. And what do you guys expect that Monica is gonna do when she gets mayor? The same fucking thing, guys. I mean, I hate to be as raw as I'm being with y'all, but hey, I'm authentic. That's the difference between me and anybody else that tries to do this podcast thing is that, yo tengo los pinches huevos aquí, sin pelos en la pinche boca, y yo te digo lo que es, whether they like it or not. It's the truth. I want to know what Cortez is doing to receive a bigger salary by working only one fucking grant when there's other people working fucking 20. Now, if you have Sheriff Schmerber supporting Mayor candidate Monica Cruz, what can you expect from Monica Cruz when this is what Sheriff Tom Schmerber does? Almost. What can you expect? A lot of the same shit again and again, guys. That is why this thing keeps on going on because they hide it from you. Let's see. We got another one. I think this is the last one, and we'll write an article about it. Why not? Hey, let's have some fun with it, right? So we got Myra Ramos, LT, Lieutenant of the Patrol. Her sister works as the secretary for Chief de Leon. We got them. We got these notes, guys. Lieutenant Myra Ramos has her sister working as the secretary for Chief de Leon. In my opinion, Sheriff Tom Schmerber is no longer our sheriff. The one running the operations is Chief Deputy de Leon. And I would bet money the Sheriff Schmerber has no fucking idea that the wife of Chief de Leon is a receptionist there at the sheriff's office. He probably has no idea that Parra, the jail warden, has two of his nephews with the same last name, Parra, working at the jail with him. I don't think Sheriff Schmerber knows what's going on. I don't think Sheriff Schmerber is able to know what's going on. And Sheriff Schmerber's legacy as a sheriff is being eroded, is being destroyed by what Chief Deputy De Leon is doing at the sheriff's office. This guy has aspirations to be the next sheriff of Maverick County. He wants to be the next sheriff of Maverick County while hiring his wife to be a receptionist, while letting the jail warden hire two nephews, twins, under him, while allowing the sister of Patrol Lieutenant Myra Ramos' sister work as his secretary, while allowing Aaron Horta, el hijo de Latino, who has been posting shit about us, why don't you post shit about your son that in the reports says he hit a female with a closed fist? ¿Es así? Yeah. Look, como los pinches changos. No oyen, no ven, no miran, no dicen. That's what's going on in the sheriff's office. That same sheriff's office that is behind Monica Cruz. Now, why is the sheriff's office behind Monica Cruz? Wait a minute, we got more comments. She doesn't show up but gets a free check and takes an OLS vehicle home. Yes, Patty Cortez. Guys, you know what? We are going to ask for those records. We are going to make a public request to ask for those records. We want to see the clock ins. We want to see them clocking in. We want to see what this gentleman is saying, that they don't show up for work, but they clock in. I mean, if you had to handle only $1,000, I mean, I can handle $1,000 in my sleep. I don't care if it's an OLS grant. I'll handle $1,000. I'll handle it in my sleep. I, Patty, I challenge you to handle 20. Shit. We just got funded 3 from Texas Parks and Wildlife this year alone. That's the most Maverick County has ever gotten from Texas Parks and Wildlife. Put yourself in my shoes. See if you can handle that, Patty. You only got $1,000 and you get paid more than me? God damn. What do you do? What do you do to get that kind of money, huh? What is it that you do? I want to know. Do you demonstrate? Like, I want to see the kind of work you do to earn that kind of money that makes more than me. And that's it. My ass is fucking busting my ass every fucking day, writing applications, making sure I'm in compliance, helping out every single precinct. And you only got one grant, OLS grant to worry about. And according to this person, you're never there. Her daughter is under a jailer position hired with no jailer license. Now, my question is that Sheriff Schmerber or is that Chief Deputy De Leon doing that? It's a good question. Hats off to Mr. Jesus Casas, went to endorse Aron after supposed Salcedo guy and Schmerber respects Casas. Yeah. Quick shout out to Mr. Casas, because I mean we saw Schmerber was behind Casas. We saw that. Pero pues Mr. Casas tiene los pinches huevos amarrados, no como todos. And he supported the candidate he thought that was best. We're going to actually interview Mr. Casas this coming week, so you guys need to tune in for that. I mean, it's going to be a good one, guys. It's going to be a good one. We got a lot of more comments coming in. Schmerber is what Biden was the last 4 years. Sheriff by name, but all auto pen too. Well, I wouldn't say auto pen. I would say Chief de Leon pen. I would say that. Because from what our sources are saying, it's Chief de Leon that is calling the shots. And I mean, there's almost evidence there, because how the hell does his wife become a receptionist? Ram Corpus, shout out. This man right here, class act, bro. This guy, class act. Him, his boy, class acts. Much respect. Much respect. Thank you for tuning in, man. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I consider it a privilege that you stop by and even drop the eyes. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Ram. Let's go back to Jose. They clock in and go home. Go back later. My nephew is a jailer there. That's what he tells me. Aileen takes the OLS car home. She's not even old she's under jail. Wow. She's not even under OLS, she's under the jail. Wow. And we had another incident where they were lending out the OLS vehicles to go get tacos. No mames, güey. Para ir a agarrar pinches tacos a la verga. All right, guys. We're gonna have to end this soon porque ya va a salir la pinche carne, right? But we're gonna go through these comments. I know you guys deserve what the truth is, right? So how do we initiate an audit on the staff on Maverick County Jail? Well, look, I will promise you this, guys. I'm gonna ask for those records. We are gonna go ask for those records of the sheriff's department because I am very concerned about Tom Schmerber, the sheriff, supporting Monica Cruz for mayor. I am very concerned about that. I am concerned about that because of everything that we've been able to uncover at the sheriff's office. What do you think that Monica Cruz is going to do when she becomes mayor? Maybe the same stuff that the sheriff's doing at the sheriff's office? Or it could be Chief De Leon. I mean, Chief De Leon has his wife there. We sent him a text message, guys. We have it there. We can post it if you guys want. We asked him. We're news media. We asked him. He didn't respond. That tells you everything you need to know. They are hiding stuff from you guys and they do not respond to media that they don't pay. All those medias that go by and interview the sheriff and help him get through the interviews because the sheriff struggles to get through those interviews. Yeah, that's the way it works here. Puro pinche feria, güey. Así es. Feria team y la verga. That's how it is. Por eso anda Mónica y Mario allá haciendo un pinche interview con un pinche sold out. Sold out. Everybody sells out. That's the disappointing thing about it. Is that you sell out, you don't say truths. You say what's convenient to your dollars. I almost feel like Money Manziel out here just going like that, guys. It's the truth. There's a lot of people out here that want to hide what's going on. We're not trying to hide what's going on. Yeah. We got the moon over here in the background. I just noticed that. I'm sorry, guys. Shit, it distracted me a little bit, but así están. Feria, 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 feria team. That's the way it is. And the sheriff, he's allowing it to happen. No, it's the sheriff. He protects them, both Patty and daughter. Wow. I mean, I'm not sure who Jose Luis Jr. is. I don't know who he is. But if it's true, everything he's saying, damn, man, what can you expect from Mayor candidate Monica Cruz when she's being supported by Sheriff Tom Schmerber, and Tom Schmerber cannot even take care of his own business or his own office? Because Chief Deputy there has his wife working there. We got investigators that are married working there. We got an investigator that is out there, has his husband working on the medical side, a nurse or doing something. We have investigators that are married. Hombre, wait, what can you expect from Monica Cruz? She's gonna do the same thing. She's doing the same thing. How many Lozoyas have gotten hired at the city, at the school district with the Mijares? Now you have Mijares' brother wanting to run for precinct 4. The thing that they're trying to do before I leave you guys today, and I thank y'all for stopping by. I thank y'all for wanting to know the truth because there's a lot of people out there that don't want to tell you the truth. They're hiding shit from you. They're hiding shit from you. Me, you guys have known me for the past 6, 7 years. How long have I been doing this since the Rising Texan? Yo te digo lo que es, güey. I don't have nothing to hide. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you how much I make. I'll tell you how much fucking grant money I've gotten. I'll tell you that I'm very underpaid for the grant money that I've gotten this county. It is what it is, man. I love what I do. I'm not there to take advantage of my situation. I'm there to serve you guys. I'm there to get you guys the very best. That's not the same for everybody. There's other people that are trying to get your tax dollars. I'm trying to get y'all more funding while other people are trying to take your tax dollars. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Tenemos las pruebas los otros. Tenemos todos los otros. Ahí está los recibos, lo que quieras decir. Ahí tenemos todos los otros. Pueden verlo. You can ask for these records. You'll see. Pinche Parra tiene 2 nephews working under him. That is the definition of fucking nepotism. And that is why you guys and your kids have to go out of town to look for jobs. Because if you don't have a family member in one of these positions, you're not getting shit. Or your kids are not getting shit. What are you going to expect from Mayor candidate Monica Cruz when she's being supported by the person that does this, Sheriff Tom Schmerber? How can you not expect the exact same thing? We saw that one. My nephew told me that the sheriff's secretary is also related to Homero Valderas. Come on, damn. Julie, I do find that offensive. And for Mijares' brother to want to do it, really, man? The only reason you have your fucking job is because your brother protects you. It is what it is. You're entitled to your opinion, Julie, and I respect your opinion, but your opinion's wrong, in my opinion. And yeah, you can say whatever you want. He's my uncle, Commissioner Precinct 4. The difference is that that's not nepotism because he doesn't tell me what to do. He's not my boss. But the man that he is, I can tell you, is greater than any fucking Mijares. Straight out. As a matter of fact, you know what we need, Julie? A new superintendent. Thank you for bringing that up. Let me bring out Julie over here. Shout out to Julie. Let's give her a slow clap. And in my opinion, Julie, we need a new superintendent. And in my opinion, Julie, I think it's nepotism that the superintendent and the finance director are related. Because how else could you get away with stealing money? Having the one in charge and having the finance director related. You're backing the wrong people, Julie. I'm sorry to say. And if you're involved in wanting to have this nepotism, then you know it goes on. You know it happens. You're involved with that. That's your opinion. You stick with that. I'd rather have people hired that can do the damn job rather than them being related with anybody. It's just what it is, Julie. Now, I mean, I respect Miss Julie and everything. And, you know, we know each other and all that. It's not any disrespect. Oh my God, we got Chris on here. Let's do this. Let's see. The sheriff is an elected. He gets his group just like anybody else. Can knock the hustle, coach. What are you talking about? Both you and I know, Chris, that guy cannot talk any fucking thing. He barely knows his own name. And that's just a fact. I agree with the new superintendent. Thank you. Now, do you know your superintendent that you agree we need a new one? Do you know the one that is there is participating in all these elections? That is motivating all these elections? Tom is the best. Ah, come on, Big Lee. Are you kidding me, Big Lee? How can you justify, how can you justify Parra the jail warden having two nephews? Es más, Chris, how come they haven't hired you, bro? I got respect for you, bro. I'm asking the public, how come they haven't hired you at the sheriff's office, bro? That's the thing. That's the thing. Because they're too busy hiring sus parientes, way. You deserve a job, bro. You deserve a job, Chris. Big Lee. Now, I mean, I hope if Monica wins, she's gonna give you a job, right? Because it's well deserved, homie. It's well deserved, and I'm not trying to throw shade on you. You know, me and you have mutual respect and stuff, right? Um, but the sheriff, way, no vale verga, bro. Ese vato está perdido. He doesn't know what's going on in his own department. And I'll tell you, a very good example was because I used to meet with the guy. When I first came in, I used to meet with the guy all the time. Now they don't let me meet with him. They don't let me meet with him for a reason. Porque he's not all there, way. He's not all there. And I'm sorry to say, I used to like the guy. He hired me. He hired me. And he wanted me to do everything in that fucking sheriff's office because there wasn't capable people. His administrative staff were not capable, like Chief De Leon that's hiring his wife. Do you think that's right, Chris? Big Lee, do you think that's right, Big Lee? Do you think that's right, Big Lee, that Chief Deputy De Leon is hiring his wife as a receptionist there? Big Lee, do you think it's right that Parra is hiring two of his nephews there at the jail? I would say fucking hire Big Lee to be there. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with Big Lee in that jail. Shit. You get what I'm saying? And I hope you're still on to listen. I don't know if you are or not, right? But I mean, based on your comments, man, I think you deserve a fucking job there. Why the fuck are they not hiring you? No, pues his relatives. They want to hire relatives instead. Ese es el pinche pedo. You know, I have a lot of respect for Lee, man. I do. I know we had our issues back in the day, and you know, it is what it is. I respect the guy, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna badmouth him. I have a lot of respect for Lee. Um, a lot of respect. Disrespecto, ¿verdad? So I ain't, we ain't gotta talk shit. I ain't gonna talk shit to Big Lee. But yeah, I mean, I think it would be fair if he were to show evidence of Aron making fun of him, because I know I would show evidence, but I mean, Big Lee, we're good, homie. We're good, and all that. But I just say that why aren't they hiring you at the jail? Why aren't they hiring you as the receptionist instead of the chief deputy's wife? That's what bothers me, Big Lee, is that fuck, bro. Like you could use a job, other people could use a job, a good paying job. Why are they hiring their family members rather than hiring you? Edgar, what's your opinion on SP3? I haven't watched the full podcast yet with the Doobies owners. I think after speaking with them about SP3 and the owners of Doobies, you know, they're great people, man. I've known Cowboy for a couple of years. He's always been cool guy. I've never seen him be disrespectful towards anybody. I've always gone along with him. I'm really amazed of how they were able to. I'm gonna just step out of the picture real quick. I've always been amazed how they were able to get the business going on their end, right? And they did an amazing job. They did an amazing job with their with their business. I can't knock an entrepreneur like that, man. The guy hustles. He knows his shit. I think SB3 is they are trying to heavy regulate a business or an industry, and then they're trying to create a monopoly by only allowing certain people to disperse these type of medications. And we see this all the time, guys. These are privately owned, the teacup ones that are available in the teacup. There's only going to be 11 of them. You know, the people down here that need and utilize that type of a holistic medication is not going to be able to get it here. So I think, in my opinion, it's a monopoly being created, and they're trying to cut every competition out. And I disagree with that. Now, does it need to be regulated? Maybe, but you don't need to regulate businesses or an industry to where you kill it. And that's exactly what SB3 is doing. Schmerber was already on the decline when he was my high school teacher in the 2000s, saying with this, of course, with respect. Um, I worked with Tom Schmerber in 2019. I've met with him in 2024 because, like I said, I haven't sat down with him since. We used to discuss grants and stuff. We no longer do that. And I think that there's a reason for that. And ese es el pinche pedo, güey. If you can't handle the position, step down. It, it is what it is. Step down. Because Schmerber, Sheriff Schmerber, I have a lot of respect for you. I really do. I have a lot of respect for you. And I know you have respect for me as well. There's mutual respect. But one thing I don't respect is what's going on in your sheriff's office under your eyes that you are allowing this chief deputy to conduct, like hiring his wife to be a receptionist, just to name one. But Schmerber, I respect him so much. I do. He was the one who brought me back from Del Rio and went to go look for me. And he said he needed a grant writer, grant administrator. And I have nothing but respect for the guy. But I will call it out the way it is. That's one thing that you guys expect from me. And that's one thing that I expect from myself. And that is why I'm here doing this for 2 hours to no benefit. Am I asking y'all for money? No. Am I asking y'all for something? No. I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do. Cuz Big Lee's a good guy. Hey, man, I have nothing to say bad about Big Lee, man. Nothing bad to say about him. He's doing what he has to do, and I understand that, and I'm sure he understands I'm doing what I have to do. There's mutual respect between me and him, and I'll even tell y'all the truth. His little boy is my quarterback of my flag football team, and he's one hell of a quarterback. One hell of a quarterback. That little boy can throw a damn ball. And if I put him out a receiver, that little boy can snatch a damn ball from the damn air over everybody, man. And you know, it is what it is. Maybe we had beef back then. It wasn't too much. Hey, we squashed shit. There's nothing but respect between me and Lee. I totally respect the guy. Um, whatever issues he has going forward, I know he's doing what he has to do to take care of business, and and he knows that I'm doing what I have to do to take care of business, and that's the way it's settled, man. And like I said, big mutual respect between both of us. I hope I know it's on my end, and I'm pretty sure it's on his end as well. Um, and I'm looking forward to taking his boy and winning summer flag football 10U league this summer with the Parks and Rec. His boy is going to be my quarterback, and we're going to wreck every fucking team out there. Y'all wait for us, man, because we're going to wreck y'all. I got my quarterback, I got my receiver, I got my tight end over here, my boy, and we're going to wreck y'all. We're going to wreck y'all. Right? Chris, are you still on? I love his little boy, man. His little boy can launch a damn football, and he's a good, respectful kid. That's why I respect a lot Chris Lee. Uh, Nothing but mutual respect, man, and that's the way it should be, right? Um, yeah, it is what it is, Fortis. You probably know me better than most of the people on here. I know me and you conversate a lot, and I always give respect where it's due. I have nothing against him, and he's always welcome to come on it. And if he wants, we can even have a podcast where he comes on and me and him can talk about this situation. But it's mutual respect, bro. It's mutual respect. I respect the guy. He's doing what he has to do for his reasons. I'm doing what I have to do for my reasons, and we have that respect. And like I said, his boy, my boy, they're real good friends in school, and hopefully they continue to be friends, and there's hopefully that mutual respect between me and him continues, and there's no other reason for it not to, right? So guys, I think this is where we're gonna end it. We gave you what we needed to give you. We're gonna come back next week. We're gonna be talking with Mr. Casas early in the week. He did endorse Aaron Valdez for mayor, and we're going to be bringing you the truth as you should know it. All right. So thank you guys. As always, I appreciate y'all. You guys are the best audience that anybody can ask for. And again, this Maverick Times platform is not me, has nothing to do with me. I'm just the one behind the camera. You guys are the ones who make this platform happen. You guys are the ones that keep this alive. You guys are the ones that I say in my head, I need to come out and do this video because you guys deserve the truth. You guys deserve the facts. You guys deserve to know what is going on in your community. Again, please like this post. It helps me out a lot. Share it if you can. It helps the logarithm so we can get this distributed. But I appreciate you guys. I know it's Friday night. You guys want to have fun. I got some meat that I need to give to my kids cut up. They're probably starving. I had Mijo coming out 3 or 4 times to check if it's ready. But we had to deliver this message to you guys, and I'm glad you guys attended and we're here and we're ready to hear this message. We're out. Just remember, any podcast out there can tell you what they want, but they ain't no one that knows that pain is fuel, and there's no one out there that is the original one like the Maverick Times, right? AKA Rising Texan. We're here to stay. We'll always be here, and we give you guys the truth. Thank you guys. This is it. Tune in. It's the weekend. We got a lot of work to do. So do you. Make sure you do your research. Don't buy anything I say. Do your research and you'll see who's telling the truth about this election. Thank you guys.